So we're getting wood from back here because this back here is the oldest wood. Up here is the newest wood. I guess I can put on my gloves now. This is the first time I've had Titus out here. So far he's being a good boy. He doesn't come out of the backyard or the house very much at all. There's a lot of reasons for that. He's a puppy. He sheds a lot, so he doesn't get in my truck. He's been in my truck twice. Once was a trip over to mom and dad's, and once was a trip to the vet. He sheds a whole lot, so that's a shame. I would like for him to be able to ride with me, but I can't handle the shedding. It's bad. Anyway, he's doing pretty good. He's learning to walk on a leash in spite of the fact that I have too many dogs and don't have time to spend with them individually training them and stuff. So he's a pretty smart dog. What are you doing, bud? You gonna come down from there? Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on, Axel. There's Kitty. She's still here. Titus, you're wrapping me up here, buddy. So, like I said, this is the first time that I've brought Titus out here with me. That is not true. I lied. I think it's the second time. I might even have a video where I brought him out the first time and took him out to the goats, and he barked at the goats, to the chickens, and he barked at the chickens. So I think it's the second time. I really don't know why I try this stuff while I'm filming, because doing stuff while you're filming is a lot of trouble anyway. But what I want to do is go look right now at the chickens. I have concerns about the chickens. Oh, he's pulling me the wrong direction. He's like ready to get a hold of everything. Hang on, buddy. Nope. Get out of that. Come on, get over. Allow that. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea to bring him out here while I'm filming anyway. But I'm going to go here and check on the birds. I'm going to let Titus try to get used to them. He's going to bark at them, try to get them. Titus, no. Golly, it's muddy. It's muddy in here. Titus, stop it. And I filled their feed up yesterday, so that should be good. It was dangerous because it is really muddy right there. Titus, stop it, buddy. Come in here and pick this up. I don't know why. It's probably a turkey trying to lay on this, get on roost on this. I need to fix some roost here, but I haven't done that yet. And I was going to do something this weekend, but it has rained. It's been a little chilly. It's not been too bad. Look at this. It's not been too bad as far as it being cold. Titus, no. Hey, no. Titus, no. No. It's not been, yeah. It's not been too bad as far as it being really cold. It's like the lows have been in the 40s, I believe, but it has been so wet and foggy for the last several days that it feels cold. Hey, stop it. Stop it, bud. Y'all want to know what's going on around here. You want us to be real. You want to see everything that's going on and not just the highlights. Well, this is what is going on right now. This is what's going on today. Hi, Titus, stop it. All right, he's run everybody in there. I'm going to get him out of here. I think I'm going to bring him in here at another time when I'm not filming. I knew it would be bad. I knew it would be difficult, but I didn't know it would be all this, Titus. I really didn't know that it would be that big of a deal. All right, I'm going to bring him over here to Caleb. First, I'm going to unwrap myself, bring him over here. Not Caleb, Tucker. And see how Tucker reacts to him. I don't think I've ever had him around Tucker at all. Titus is still a puppy. but he is a dominant dog, just like Tucker is. Titus has seen Caleb in passing, and there hasn't been much excitement there. Titus is really focused on these birds, though. Titus, hey, buddy. Hey. Get down, boy. Hey. Oh, look, goats. Is he getting in your space? Look at Sky. Sky's going to stand her ground. Sky's going to stand her ground. Get off of me, dog. With your nasty, muddy feet. Okay. Take him over here. Caleb. He has, like I said, seen Caleb going inside, passing, going to the garage. I usually, Titus is in his kennel when that happens, so I don't know that they've ever been able to get to each other. But if Titus will play, Caleb will play. Isn't that right? Leave in the comment down below what kind of dog you think he is. You guys heard his howl, his bark. Honestly, I think he's part husky. Part husky and part maybe even beagle or something. I don't know. No, not beagle, because I think his ears would... What do you think he is? Leave it in the comment down below what you think Titus is. He's definitely a designer dog. I say designer dog. I laugh at that because a designer dog is two different breeds mixed together. They're mutts, really. How'd that one get out? That hen wasn't out a minute ago. Hey, Titus. I'm gonna take him in. I'll bring him out when I'm not filming and I have two hands and I'm not worried about him aggravating you guys with the way he's barking or with the way I'm handling him or the way he's being mean to the chickens or the goats or something like that. I'm just going to take him in. I thought he would enjoy coming out, and I thought that some of you might enjoy seeing him, and I just untangled myself. Titus, stop it. Some of you would enjoy seeing him, and I'm sure some of you did. Some of you probably not, but that's okay. I'm taking him in. He is high energy, definitely. I believe he has a husky in him. He's a little dog. He's full grown, but I still think there's husky there. Yeah, watch the comments. If this video gets enough views, there will be those who tell me how wrong I was for doing that and how I did it wrong and how I used the wrong words to discipline him. That's okay. You're wrong. I just brought him out here to give him an opportunity to come out for one and then to show him to you guys. And some of you will enjoy that. And y'all can, like I said, leave a comment down below what kind of dog you think what do you think he is? He's not a purebred. So Titus is not, he was, for you guys who are new to the channel, he was abandoned out here. Good night. She's late for something. He was abandoned out here. I'm going to get some hay for the does. It's hard to carry you guys around and do this. He was abandoned out here. He was actually abandoned over at Mom and Dad's side, across the road. Mom and Dad had him first. And we took him to the vet, checked for chips, looked for posters, you know, around here. There's not really a whole lot of places around here to look. But I've had him for, I don't know, several months now. He was not leash trained at all when I got him. He's not really leash trained now, but at least he's not scared of the leash. He had not had a collar or a leash on him, it looked like, or it appeared. When I got him, he did not like to be carried. He still doesn't really like to be carried. He wouldn't sit in your lap. And he's not really a lap dog. He's an inside dog, and he will come and I'll be sitting in a chair and he'll jump up in my lap, say hi, and get right back down. He doesn't Doesn't lay up in my lap, which is really kind of fine to me because he sheds a lot. I did not realize how much he would shed. Short-haired dog, little dog. I don't know. I just think maybe he's Chihuahua. Maybe, I guess huskies shed a lot, don't they? Oh, look at this. Look at that. You want this? Y'all are out. You're out, aren't you? I've got to get some clean water. Watch out. We're going to do your water. Hey, Tucker. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? All right, let's go get them some hay. Come on. Oh, they want to be fed too. Move, Tucker. This little bit will not last them very long. I'll have to do that again tomorrow, probably. Oh, Tucker. I'm here. Get down, Sky. I forgot to bring you a bone. I have to go back inside. Sky, leave the camera alone. I have to go back in and get you. Sky, I have to go back in and get your bone, okay? I will do that, but you got to let me out of here. You got to let me do what I'm doing. As you guys can see, I've not done anything with this yet. I've been coming out and feeding and stuff like that, but I haven't really been spending a whole lot of time outside just because it doesn't feel good. The wet doesn't feel good. It's rained every day, but most of the day, during the daytime, it's not raining. It's just been really cloudy and foggy and wet outside and uncomfortable to me. So, y'all's weather is filthy. I know, I'll be back. Give me a minute. Sky, no. Get back in there. Let's get, nope. Sky, go. Sky. Girl, you better stop it. You better stop it. She tried to escape, and the others tried to follow her. Like, escape. They were going to go past me. That's a good girl. Oh, I messed up your ear, didn't I? That's a good baby. All right, I'm going to clean some waters out. I see that Rocky and Caleb need some water, and they need their bowl cleaned out because Rocky pooped in it. And I'm going to put fresh water in the pool. And I am not going to do that when it freezes. So I'm going to do that real fast. The last time I went over here and tried to film cleaning out their water, I dropped my phone. And it doesn't have a case on because I got a microphone on somewhere in here. This is his food bowl. And it's a little bit wet because of all the moisture, all the mist and fog and all that we've had. No food in there, buddy. I'll be back for you here in a little bit. All right, I got the bird's water out because I'm going to rinse it out. And I dumped that out. I'm going to rinse it out. And the cows have come up because they think everything belongs to them and everything means they're going to eat. But it doesn't. So I went ahead and took care of the girl goat's water, Tucker's water. Now I'm going to hook this up so that... Where are you, kitty? I hear you. There you are. Good girl. I'm going to hook this back up so that I can water Caleb and Rocky and the chickens and the cows. The cows really don't need a whole bunch of it, but I'm still going to water them. And while I was over there cleaning their waters out, which I did not do a very good job, and you're going to see that because I'm going to take you back over when I take Tucker a bone. I need to remember to take him a bone. If I finish this video and I've not taken you guys out to give Tucker a bone, somebody leave me a comment. If you have my phone number, send me a text. I will make it up to him. But I had plenty of time. Hey, Red. We'll get back to Red here in a minute. To think about what I actually came out here for, what I was going to talk about. I'm going to put this in the cow's water before I turn it on, then come get it and go fill up their waters. I cleaned their waters out. I cleaned the chicken water out, cleaned Caleb and Rocky's water out, but I just need to rinse them out and fill them up. But anyway, I took you guys out with the dog to the chickens because I was going to talk about the chickens. I have some concerns about chickens and things going on in the world in general. You see, I don't have a huge flock, but what I have, I want to keep. And we have so much going on, so much talk about the bird flu. And you guys remember, some of you are new and probably don't, you can go back, but several weeks ago, my whole flock got sick. And I say my whole flock. The turkeys didn't get sick or didn't show signs. The ducks didn't show signs. And one rooster that was in the run didn't show any signs of illness. But the rest of them, they were sick. And I put a title on there, something about, I almost didn't put this on the internet or something like that. And one of those reasons would be because of fear of the avian influenza. I was afraid if they didn't have it, what some of you might think, or what some of the comments might be, or what somebody might do, you know. And I talked it over with some YouTube friends of mine for one thing, but I also, this is not working. Oh, maybe it's closed. No. Oh, it can't. Scared me. I thought my well wasn't working again. Come on. There we go. We have water. Anyway, I was afraid about what somebody might think or do or say or whatever. Decided it wasn't the flu, or, you know, the flu that's going around. And decided just to document treating them and praying that at least some of them lived. Well, as it turned out, nobody died. The turkey, the laughing rooster that's in the run with all the sick hens, the hens that were sick, there were two birds outside of the run that were sick. This rooster that runs around, and another hen that I couldn't catch and put back in. Let me dump this out. Y'all watch these cows while I do this. Let me know if I need to run. Where are you going? You can't sneak up behind them. Get away. Don't knock that down, girl, in the mud. I'll be angry at you. Red. Really? Come on. Can we have a little respect? You've been drinking milk. You're all wet. You got wet right there. You good girl? You just wanting some food, aren't you? All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and rinse that out and give them water. Rinse this out and put it over there. Give the chickens water, and then we'll come back to this and I'll finish my story. Because you know what? I can put the camera up here. I have a microphone on. I can put the camera up here and go do this. You might not see me the whole time, but you can hear me the whole time. Hope I don't forget that you guys are listening. So, I had two birds out. I had this rooster that's over. I don't know if you guys can see it from there. Rooster, and I had, hey, Red, and I had a hen. Come on. That I couldn't get back into the run, and they were sick. All the hens that are inside the run was sick, But the rooster, the laughing rooster that is inside the chicken run, was not sick. And the turkeys were not sick. And these ducks that are free ranging were not sick. And they, it's kinked up again. They might have been sick without showing symptoms. I mean, that's, you know, we know that happens. That's a real possibility. I got to get this line here, this water hose. It's stuck on a stump. So I talked to some people, and one of those people was Brandon Eddy Family Farm, because he has a lot of chickens. And I talked to Cassie Walker Farm Fam, because she has a lot of chickens. And knocked you guys down. Sorry about that. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta show you this though. What are you doing up there? Kitty, I didn't know you got up there. You're too fat for that, I thought. Can y'all see her? Yeah. Putting you back again. Here's the dangerous part, because I have a bucket. This is the bucket that I usually feed them out of when I'm going to feed them. And so they automatically assume I'm going to feed them. I think that is full. So anyway, like I said, I talked to Cassie Walker, I talked to Brandon Eddy, because they both have a lot of chickens. And, excuse me, Red, I'm trying to talk to people. And they have had sick chickens before. And Brandon's had, you know, he's got a lot of chickens. He's definitely dealt with a lot of, he's been exposed to a lot more things related to chickens. He's got so much more than I do. And he's had sick chickens. He's had, you know, 3 or 4 get sick at once, but he's never had all of them like I was having, all of them get sick. But he showed me what he treated his chickens with when they did get sick. Pretty much a lot of B12, zinc. He showed me the product. I went to Atwood's and got a different one, because by the time I got done shopping at Atwood's, I had found what I thought he was talking about. It was essentially the same thing, and what I got he has used before, so it really didn't matter. But I treated them. It was just something, extra minerals, vitamins you put in their water. I got some of that extra supplement for egg layers. I gave them calcium. I gave them, you know, every kind of extra that I could think of. And every one of the chickens got better pretty quickly. I mean, relatively quickly. Within a few days, I was seeing a huge difference in their health and in their behavior. And so it clearly wasn't the flu, right? But here recently I read an article where California, the governor of California, has declared a state of emergency over that virus, which started out on the eastern side, in the eastern states, southeast, I think. I'm not sure exactly which states it was, but it wasn't over in California. But they had, I guess, recently a lot of occurrences of it being in dairy farms, in the milk at dairy farms. And so in California, Southern California. So he declared a state of an emergency, which is scary. Now, with all of the bull that went on with the C-19 and all the things that it turned out not to be, I don't know that the virus itself is scary, but the reaction of our government is what's scaring me, is what's making me nervous. And so, if any of you farm or have chickens, you may not even farm or ranch or live out in the country. You may have a flock of hens in the city. If you have livestock, is this something that you're concerned about? Are you concerned about what might be happening on our farms? If you remember, we were told we couldn't go to work. We couldn't go play. We couldn't go to church. People were arrested for going to church. People were arrested for not wearing masks. People were arrested for trying to see their loved ones. They couldn't have funerals. They couldn't be there when their loved ones died. Some people died alone. It had nothing to do with COVID other than the regulation that we had. And now the CDC has confirmed a human case that's a severe case. They've had some light cases of it, but apparently somebody's got it. And I don't know, this has been a few days ago, if they're still alive or if they're over it or if they still have it or if it's even true. Leave down in the comments what you think. Give me your opinion. Either way, it doesn't matter. But y'all be nice in the comments. Somebody leaves their opinion in the comment. Just let it be their opinion and just please don't argue about it. Ain't that right, Red? Peace. Let's be peaceful. So, I wanted more chickens, and I made a small attempt at accumulating more chickens this winter. That's how I ended up with the 3 chicks up front in that cage, which, by the way, I'm going to bring them out here next weekend. I'm waiting until next weekend because it is super muddy in here. And what I'm going to do is get a cage. And I know a lot of people do it the other way around, but I don't have a large flock, so I found it easier and it happens more quickly when I put the other birds, the flock, into a cage and release the 3 that I have. And then one at a time, like every 30, 45 minutes, come out and release a bird from the original flock. When they come out, they don't have an attitude, and all goes well. I wanted to get some more Cayuga ducks. Back to those 3 chicks. I had Amy try to hatch some for me from her flock because she has a working incubator right now and I don't. And she's had better luck this year than I have. But only 3 hatched. And out of those 3, I think there's 1 hen. That's another thing. I'm trying to put a couple of roosters in there too. I won't keep them in there, but they're still really young. I don't want to just release young roosters to free range in an area they're not familiar with and an environment they're not familiar with. So I'm going to try to put them in there, and hopefully that other rooster won't mess with them for at least a while. So somebody dumped this cat off a couple of years ago now, I guess. And I love this kitty. She's a good girl. She brought me a mouse at the front door this morning. Wasn't real happy about that, but good for her for getting the mouse. I'm going to put this in the cow's water and let it be filling up while I go get Tucker a bone. Now, if I don't come back to this water after I get Tucker a bone, one of you who know me, that was dumb. I just sprayed water everywhere. Give me a shout. Send me an email. Turn the water off. Actually, no. This is Sunday. Y'all won't see this till Tuesday. I'll know way before then. But I wouldn't know about Tucker's bone. I told him I was going to go get him a bone. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Getting him a bone. Okay, it's not really a bone. It's one of these little chew things. But I'm afraid to give him a bone and him try to bury it and guard it from the goats or the cats and somebody gets hurt because he's guarding a bone. He's real protective over bones and food and stuff like that. So I give him these where he can chew it up pretty quickly. And he's satisfied with that. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? Yeah, look what I got you, bud. There we go. Good boy. Did you hear him growl? I don't know if you heard him because I have the mic on. He just turned around growling at those goats because he had that bone. So I probably ran off some of you with the talk about the COVID without saying, and this is what I wanted everyone to hear. I believe COVID is real. I believe it happened. I believe people died from it. I don't believe it was treated right, and I don't believe it was it was everything that they tried to make it out to be. And I think that some people in power should not have been in power, and they used that authority to really disrupt our world. I mean, I have a few ideas of why they would do that, but I'm not going to go into that on this channel. I'm just saying, with what is happening, with what we have seen before, and this is not usually a topic that I cover, but with everything that is going on in the world, with what we've already seen happen recently, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about our animals, whether we are small scale or large scale. I'm concerned about what else they're going to try to do in the name of safety. I know the avian flu is real. It's been around for quite a while. Why now it's starting to pick up like it is? That doesn't make sense. I bet if we start looking and researching labs, we'll find something. But I do know it's real. There have been chicken houses fairly close to me, close enough, too close for comfort, that have had to destroy their birds over it. Birds that were already dying. I mean, like, these birds weren't like really getting sick and staying sick and healing and all this. They were dying fast. So, like, I know it's out there. The water's off. Now, the last thing I have to do out here for the evening is get food prepared for in the morning. I take, like I've told, I think in the last video, I take some goat feed in, so that I can come out the door and head straight to the goats and shut them up so that I can get my morning started. And then I got to take Caleb to the garage because he jumps the fence at night. But those of you who are still left, you guys I've got to be the faithful ones. I've already made people mad with bringing Titus out and with his barking. I've already made people angry talking about the bird flu and the COVID and all that. But it's not a change in the channel. This is not normal content for me, and it is not a change in the channel. It's just what's on my mind. It's why I'm filming on Sunday instead of Saturday or Friday or Thursday. It's been on my mind. I don't know what to do next with the birds. I had plans, and you know, I read, I think it was this morning, there's some sort of voluntary recall on some dog food, and it's related to the bird flu, but they didn't, as far, and I skimmed the article, but I didn't read like every word, but I couldn't see how there was a voluntary recall on some of this stuff, but, or why. I don't know why. But anyway, it's just something on my mind. It's something that I chose not to be quiet and keep to myself. I chose to share it with you guys and see what you think. Go ahead, leave comments. Be nice in the comments, guys. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, even if you think our government should shut the whole nation down. I disagree, but that's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. And if you think they should, that's your opinion and you're entitled to that. So be nice in the comments, but definitely tell me what's on your mind.